these things, I would have started my Amazon selling journey a lot sooner. So, number one, I wish I would have known that you could do the arbitrage business model. When people are talking about selling on Amazon, a lot of people talk about doing private label. What private label is getting items from like Alibaba, Temu, AliExpress, like a China supplier, is a process, y'all, because you got to get approval. You got to purchase barcodes. You got to create a brand, and then you have to spend money in advertising, which is PPC, running ads so people can find your brand because it's not a brand that's already selling. So I learned that you could do the arbitrage business model, which is what I do, how I sell on Amazon, and that is selling major brands that are already selling. These items are already selling on Amazon. People are already buying these items. All we do is get the items for lower and we resell it for higher on Amazon. So that's number one. Number two, I wish I would have known you could start with a small budget, y'all, because I thought you had to have thousands of dollars to sell on Amazon, and that is not the case. My journey when you're selling the arbitrage business model, and my experience selling major brands that are already selling, you can start with a small budget. You do not need to have a business license like an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, none of the business license. You can start with your first name, last name, social security number. You also don't need a reseller's permit. That is a certificate basically you need to purchase items from wholesalers. Like, you don't have to do any of that when you're starting the arbitrage business model. When you're doing the arbitrage business model, y'all, any random regular person, right? And I didn't know this in the beginning. Any person can shop physically in a store like your Walmarts, your Targets, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Kohl's, Ross. Y'all know all those stores we shop in, either in the store or online. Any regular person can shop in the store or online, doing retail arbitrage in the store or online arbitrage online. And we could just purchase items, right? Get it for lower, resell it for higher. So doing that, you don't need a big budget because you're not buying in bulk like you would if you were buying from a supplier or from a wholesaler. And then also you don't have to have an MOQ, which is a minimum order quantity. You can buy items comfortably within your budget, whatever your budget is, right? Because you can start with a small budget. I didn't know that at first with the arbitrage business model. Now, if you're trying to sell private label or wholesale, yes, you're going to want to have more capital, more money, because you got to purchase in bulk. Some of the suppliers have what is called a MOQ, minimum order quantity. Number three, I didn't know. I wanted to come in, or I thought you had to come in selling items that are gated. Gated means you're restricted in certain brands and certain categories. Now, you got to spend money. We're not trying to spend money. We're trying to make money, right? So I thought you had to come in selling items that are gated. So going through the process of getting approved, submitting invoices and all of that to get ungated in particular brands and particular categories. However, I learned through my journey that there are a lot of items that you can sell on Amazon, thousands, if not millions of items that are called auto approved. I talk about this all the time, and that is my skill selling brands, items that are automatically approved, where I don't have to get ungated, spending money going through that process. So I say that to say there's a lot of items that you can sell that are automatically approved for you to sell, meaning you don't have to spend money. You don't have to purchase invoices. You don't have to do any of that because these items are automatically approved. Also, as you sell those items, that would be my advice, my recommendation, my journey that worked for me. Sell items that are automatically approved for you to sell without spending money to get ungated. When you start doing that, Amazon will start to automatically unlock you or approve you in more brands, more categories. So that is what I wish I would have known, because I would have started a long time ago, that I know now. So those are three things. If you're thinking about selling on Amazon, wanting to start your journey, hopefully that is something that can help you. And then also, y'all hear me say all the time, a lot of people come in trying to sell electronics, trying to sell toys, trying to sell groceries, and that's good. And there may be some items inside of those particular categories that are approved. However, it's not going to be many for a brand new seller. That's why I learned to stay in pet supplies, office supplies, sporting goods, lawn and garden, tools and equipment, home and kitchen, and books, because those categories are going to have more items for a brand new seller. That is what I learned on my journey. So these are things that I really didn't know in the beginning that I wish I knew, because if I did, I would have started a lot sooner. I also want to add that I didn't know about an Amazon Prep Center. I later learned that. So I knew I could send my items in to Amazon, me just sending them in, and they get to Amazon's warehouse, which is Amazon FBA, and they store the items. They do the customer service. They'll ship the items out for me, which was great because that would lighten the load for me. I knew that, but I didn't know about an Amazon Prep Center in the very beginning. So with an Amazon Prep Center, you can do online arbitrage, order your items online, have it sent to what is called an Amazon Prep Center, which is a third-party facility that helps you between you and Amazon. They will receive your items, package, prep, label your items, and then they will send your items into Amazon. So you don't even have to send your items into Amazon. I have a lot of items that I ship utilizing an Amazon Prep Center where I order online arbitrage, have it sent directly to the Prep Center, and I let the Prep Center handle that for me. They package, prep, label it, and then they send it into Amazon. So I didn't know that in the beginning because, again, had I known all this, I would have started my journey a lot sooner, a whole lot sooner. So that is another thing, the Amazon Prep Center. So for more information, more value, more gems, more education, and selling on Amazon, save this video if you're ready to go ahead and start your Amazon journey and you need help, you need guidance, comment Amazon over in the comment section. And you can always click the link in my bio to learn more. And be sure to follow if you're not already following.